Alright guys, we started with this box full of all sorts of fun stuff. Still got quite a bit of this Synergy suede, what it's called. This goes on the seat, it says. And you have just numerous parts that are not labeled. So I guess you'll figure out on your own where they go. I covered the glare shield. I did not get a picture of prep work or anything on it. I mean, I had a video about making the glare shield. This is not bolted down, it's just sitting here. But it covered really nice. It was pretty hard to get it good and tight like it needs to be. But it's on there and it looks, the finished look is pretty good. I'm working on the console now. The top of the console, of course, has been done for a long time, but I'm working on the side shields. They're over here. They're over here, and they've been sanded and denatured alcohol and stuff, and they're ready for their piece of leather that goes on them. If I can get a piece picked up here. This piece goes on there just like that. I wish it was that easy. You spray things down. This is just regular old interior work stuff. Let's see if it'll focus. There it goes. This is just 3M spray. You spray it on both pieces, and then it becomes contact cement. And a contact cement adds all sorts of fun because you get one chance to contact the two pieces together in the right place. So we're getting ready to wet these down with glue, and we've got from 5 to 15 minutes, I think it says, to put it on. So we'll see how that goes. I'm really planning on, I'm going to tape these. To make a corner like this, for someone like me that don't know what they're doing, I noticed yesterday on the glare shield you can get in a lot of trouble on a corner because if it touches it sticks. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray the flat part here, and I'm going to tape this off, the leads down here where it bolts down. I'm going to tape it off and keep the glue off of it so it won't stick. There'll be nothing for it to stick to. And then after I get this glued down and ironed down good, I'm going to take a roller. Okay, here's my roller that I use after I spray both sides down and start contacting it down there while I roll it down onto here, of course. I roll it down as I go to get it all squeegeed out good. It works pretty good. Work a little better with a few more hands, but I don't have them available today, so we'll do the best we can. Okay, I've got these laid down, and like I said, I did not glue to the bottom. They went down good, look good. So now I'm going to lay these down and squirt some glue onto the 1-inch lip that goes all around here. And you have to cut this out, by the way, for your V part. Your carpet covers this, by the way. So we're ready to, I'm going to go around here and spray this part down, and we'll get it tacked on there good. And then we'll be ready to do the top and the fronts. They get folded over. These I'm cutting off flush because, like I say, they're underneath the carpet. So we'll see what we can do now. Alright, that's what they look like after you get them in. Get them covered and screw them down. Finding the holes in the fabric is the hardest part to do. After you lay your fabric on there, and I folded it over the top and around the edges. I did not here because it's going to be covered with carpet. But then you have to find those holes that you made in there, and they're pretty hard to find with the covering on both sides of them. But anyway, they look pretty good. We're ready for carpet on this side now. We have a piece of it stuck in here, but we'll get the other side on and then we'll start on the carpet. Get this interior cleaned up, hopefully. Alright guys, we are still working on the interior. We got the console side shields put on. We've got the carpet laid in, nothing's fastened down. I'm just trying to get it to take shape and get it fitted. Got to put some hinges on these lids. Got the fabric laid out that covers on the seats. Give you a shot from the other side. This side is somewhat complete. Let me get the stick out of the way here. Somewhat complete the way it will be, since I fasten everything down anyway. Carpets. But that's what it's going to look like when it all gets finished out. This will attach. This has Velcro. You peel this off and stick it down to the seat, and the seat cushion will lay over the top of that. I need to redo those a little bit. They're a little crooked, but got the baggage compartment all in. It's opened up back there where I'm charging the battery, because I've been playing with my Garmin, so trying to keep the battery charged up. I did get the glare shield covered also, so it's every step makes it look a little nicer. Starting to clean it up. I've got to get the seat covered. This seat part has to be covered on the top, and then all the humps get covered here, and then your seat cushions will mount on there between those. So we're getting along. Let's see, I've been working on the inspection covers also. The inspection covers I'm talking about fill in this whole area here. Of course, you can see all the screws that attaches it. They are laying over here. I was going to paint them, but I decided Oratex would be a more perfect match, so I went ahead and covered them. I went ahead and put the brush on here, and of course that is actually where this rod part here will travel up and down when you move the trim on these planes. The horizontal stabilizer here moves up and down. So as this goes through, what the brush does is stop the amount of air coming in the winter. But as your rod moves up and down, I can't hardly hold the camera and do this. As your rod moves up and down, well, the brush just seals the air off for you. So we went ahead and put those. I got brushes from a CNC machine, I believe. This is like dust covers, and it works real good. It's medium stiff bristles, I would call it, but it's flexible. This has to this piece has a pretty good bend in it inward. I don't know if you can see that. Something like that type of a bend when you mount it on there, so everything has to remain flexible. But they're ready to go on. This is what the inspection panels look like once you get them on. They cover up the hole and fill the gaps in. There's the brush that I put in. As you can see, it fills this whole slot is open if not for the brush being there. So that does stop a lot of air, I'm sure. So we got them all on. One more thing, check off the list. I think that's about all we've got done I could think of. It's going to be a short one. Our flying got moved to, I'm scheduled now for the 1st of March. So we went back to working on farm equipment, getting it ready to go. This went down on the list of priority. But I still try to work on it, an hour or two a day. But I think we're not getting a lot done, but we're getting a little bit done every day, and that's the main thing. We're about 12 degrees outside, so it's really winter here. Got the auxiliary heat on today. That's a propane furnace, by the way. That's our auxiliary. But you guys have a good week, and we'll catch you next week, hopefully.